Hello everybody and welcome back to the Realm of Vasten. Well, I'm recording this hot on the heels of episode 9, so welcome to episode 10. We're working on a gear. I want to come down here and show you the shape that I worked out, and I didn't do this freehand. The shape I took from a circle generator, and yeah, you can see it in the cobblestone right there. I think that's a pretty decent circle. And what I want to do is I want to build a gear. I want to build a giant gear here, and it's going to be a little bit of a trial and error sort of situation, because I think I want cobblestone on the inside. I think I want like brick on the outside, and then I think I want wood on the inside. I think I have some plans. I want to do some sort of geometric decorative shape, because I feel like a lot of the art I've seen from steampunk art is very ornamental in nature. So that's what I want to do. So I want to probably come up here on both sides of this with the stone brick and make that look like it's a little reinforced. And I mean, I could use, I could use iron and stuff like that, but I think gray is just fine, to be honest. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be all iron. Plus, I may end up wanting to use stairs and slabs and things like that. And, of course, that is not available in iron. So, yeah, so this is the plan that we're doing in episode 10. We're doing a giant gear because I got a comment. And there's no hate here. There's no hate in the comment because it's from a very sort of like good, constructive place. And Andy Days, long time channel friend and supporter, said, hey, well, no hate here, but I am just seeing a bunch of medieval stuff. I'm not seeing that much steampunk stuff. And you know what? You're not wrong, and it's not totally right either. There is some steampunk stuff. I just think we need to overdo it a little bit more. Not you, Sai. You're overdoing it just fine. But like the clock tower, that is a very steampunky thing. This windmill is not that much. I think what I need to do on that windmill is I need to add, just on the house portion, a little bit more overhanging type of things. This, I definitely have been planning on doing a water mill there. See that nature section right around there? There's going to be a water mill there. I just need to figure out exactly what's going on underneath it, because that's where the water it will dump out, because I want you to walk under a waterfall that I think would be really cool. So I'm in a holding pattern there. Okay. The ship is not necessarily steampunk, but there's a lore-based reason, but the chains that are holding it up, that's steampunk. All these balloons, man. Callus has been doing a balloon. Sai's doing a balloon. There's a huge something over there, and I don't know what it is. Let me show you what it is. I have no idea who's building this. Take a look at this. Oh yeah, up here. I have no idea what this is. It does seem like someone's actually still working on it, but I don't know who. I have no idea. I don't think it's Mollis. Mollis has been on, but I think she's still working on something in Endurer's Rest. I think she's still finishing the stream, but maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. So I mean, obviously this is the giant observatory. That's very steampunky. So yeah, so I think there are. I think that doing things like this gear is really going to help out, though. I think that's where I think you're really talking about it. Is, hey, it's not really that steampunky, and you're right. You're right. It's not that much. So it's something I want to address. It's something I want to get better at, and it's not a style that I have built in before either. So there's that as well. I mean, to be honest, like I'm kind of learning as we go here, because I don't want to go in and follow a tutorial. I'd be lying if I didn't say that I looked up some images on Google images. And my friend Mythical Sausage, the master builder, is on there quite a bit. And so I've been looking at, but I don't want to copy. I want to kind of do our own thing. And also the other thing is, we're not building this within a vacuum, right? That's the other thing about sort of what we're trying to do here. This isn't a kingdom in a world upon itself. This is one kingdom as part of a nearly 60 kingdom world, right? So I think that there are some sort of concessions that you make, and maybe not going absolutely crazy, completely overboard all the way steampunk, because there's some sort of technology limitations that we have kind of established. And not saying that these guys can't have more technology than other kingdoms, but I think that if you introduce lasers or something, right? Like, I think that would be, not that that's necessarily steampunk, although I bet it is in some fiction. But yeah, I don't know. So we're trying to make it so just so it still feels like it's in the world, right? I knew there was a ghost block there somewhere. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just digging this out a little bit so I have enough room to make a wider gear here. I think this gear is probably going to end up being something like 7 blocks wide, I think. Right now it's 3 cobblestone, and then we'll do stone, and I might do another layer of stone, maybe on the inside or something of that. I don't know yet, but maybe only 5. I don't know. We're just going to have to see, but I want to make sure I have room. And where this is going, like you can see, it's not a full circle. That's okay, because these are all going to be like row houses and stuff. We're going to be building just a lot. There's going to be a lot of houses coming into this section here. So that's why I'm not too worried about like where. Oh, that's not right. Where this ends, because it's not going to be visible. It's just not. Okay. So anyway, let me get back to it. Let me work a little bit more on this exterior sort of scene here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about the gear. This is kind of a tricky part. I want to add in, I don't know what those things are called, but like, you know, the things that stick out from a gear, because a gear has to work, obviously. A gear has to grab onto something. It kind of has to go into a slot to make it work. So I want to build this. I'm not totally sure how I want to do it, because I don't want to make it too big, but I'm thinking maybe we just go 1, 2, and then 1, like, kind of like that size. I feel like that might be a little bit too big. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's bring it up. And the other thing is, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to want to make this solid, I feel like. So let's go up here. We'll grab 1, 2, right? And then come down. And then 1, yeah, 1, 2 out like that, right? And then 1, okay. Maybe this is a good size. I don't know. Let's see. It kind of connects pretty well. I think let's just fill it in for right now, just so I'll be able to get like a better feel of kind of how this looks if we just have this solid. So let's go here and go like that. Okay. All right. We'll fly over here and take a look-see at this place. Yeah, gears are the key. Oh, what do we think of that? It's not bad. I mean, because I'm going to have another one up there. I'm going to have probably 8. I think that we'll just take off this one nubbin on the end. I think that's it. Now, the more challenging one is actually going to be, let's see, is going to be the diagonal one, because I got to keep the basic size the same for it to work. So we're just going to take this one off here, and then I'm going to have to take this one off once I come down here. So let me build this one. Not a big deal. Just doing my thing. Shearing more black. Man, I feel like I've spent a lot of my like adult life at this place shearing black wool for all the different void things that we've done. Luckily, this one thing is actually not that bad, but I can't find any black wool like in shulkers or anything. So yeah, here I am doing my thing. I got the black wool laid, and I think it looks freaking nice. I think it looks really good. Let me take a quick look here before nighttime. Yeah, you can kind of see how it just looks like it just kind of goes off into the darkness. It's not a perfect effect. I mean, for a perfect effect, I probably would have done kind of a gradient, but honestly, it's fine. It's good enough. You know, I hate saying good enough. Good enough sounds like you're settling. I guess maybe I am, but, you know, I mean, come on. How much are we going to do? So let's take a look at this gear. I think that I'm really happy with it. I'm super happy. I did a whole bunch of wood trim off camera. I was listening to a Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast, and it's good. It's like stuff you should know, but all like conspiracy theory and, you know, all your typical either aliens or Sasquatch or you know, science thing or Tesla or whatever you're interested in. But yeah, it's a good podcast. Anyway. Yeah, I like it. I think this is pretty good. So now there's not a great view of it, which is kind of a drag, but that's going to be fixed once I start the housing. Like, I'm just going to take this down and we're going to start adding housing right along this wall leading up to there. And I think I want to do it in an overhang fashion, which is going to be kind of unique for me. We're not doing that today, though. Don't worry. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the housing like right about here, maybe the whole way down. I don't even know, but like right here. And then as we go up, kind of go out to the edge of the factory. I think that could be kind of cool. And yeah, I want to do a lot more like a lot more gears, a lot more all that kind of stuff. But I think the other thing I want to do, and I'm probably not going to do that today in today's episode anyway, is I do want to go in and do some texture variation. Just add maybe some cracked stone brick or maybe mossy or something. It's just a little bleh of cobblestone because there's such big sort of segments of the cobblestone there. But yeah, I think it's generally really good. I really like it. I think it's a cool look. I think this whole, it really definitely is the most steampunky thing that I've done so far in this kingdom. You can kind of see, like, it's pretty cool, right? I mean, like, you got the gear that's going to bring the train up and down. That's kind of the idea, you know. I do want to add in a whole lot more piping and some water towers. I think that would help because, you know, if you're doing steampunk, they need steam. And if you need steam, you need heat and you need water. So all the water is basically being drained slowly. I think Stu's really been kicking butt at doing all that. But there's also, you know, you need hot too. You need heat. And that can be either coal or fire or lava or whatever. So yeah, I think we'll do some pipes and stuff like that. But I think that gear is pretty cool. I really think it turned out well. So let me pause a quick second and I'll come right back with the wrap up to this one. You know, I was talking last clip and I could not remember what I was going to show you. Yeah, I forgot. I totally did the train tracks too, and you probably saw it. And you're like, "Oh, that's new." But yeah, so I did. Now it's not done. I still need to go in and do all the andesite and then lay the rails like I did before. But that's going to involve nether rack and stuff. But yeah, so the idea is this thing spins out. I cut a hole in the floor and I made it look like it doesn't go out much further than that. But I made it look like it can, you know, corkscrew it down. And then once it gets down, the train would be pointing this direction. I'm sure they planned it out perfectly. And let me show you where I took the train. So I had a lot of different thoughts about where I wanted these trains, how I wanted them to sort of connect. And I love the idea of a train sort of weaving in and out of builds and building stuff over them and under them and all that, bridges and stuff, you know, trying to build as vertically as possible. And yeah, so we have this train track right here it kind of weaves out. Now here's the one thing I'm worried about with this train track is Damon this is one of his chain things. If you look over, where is it? Oh, of course you can't see it from here. Hold on, let's go back. So Damon built these chains right there. You see it? And it's like it's holding the boat in, right? So there's going to be another one hook that one that you see there is going to hook into this over here. This one is going to go down and hook into that one over there. I think there's enough room here for it to go underneath these trussels, and we'll just do a hole in the supports. And that way this actually kind of goes over the boat. I think that's really cool too, if you can just kind of imagine a train chugging along here. And yeah, let me show you where it goes. So I brought it up to ground level. And nice curve. This curve worked out really well. Nice curve. And then this is going to go and it's going to connect to one of these two, probably over here. Yeah, probably over here. Well, or not. You know, I don't know. I don't know still. You know, we have options. We could make each of these a different circuit. Or we could like have this end of one connect to like that end of two. And then this end of two connect to like that end of three. You know what I mean? So like it would go through all the different ones. I don't know. I don't know what the best route to go. I guess in the end, it kind of doesn't matter really, truly, because you're not going to really follow the train track. I mean, obviously trains don't work in Minecraft. Sorry to burst your bubble. Spoiler alert if you're new to the game. This is OGM's B place, by the way. I don't know if I can't remember if I ever showed it on camera or not. But yeah, I think it's going to be cool. The other thing that I have to do with it, one more train. Hey, Avalar, I see you flying. One more train thing I want to do is I want to come over here, and this is, I think that's Silentcraft. I want to bring the other train through these mountains for future builds and stuff. You know, I mean, we're only 9 days into the season, so we still have a lot left to go here, right? Oh, man, that gear looks cool. Looks really, really cool. Okay, so this one now ends, and I need to finish the ground here. I forgot about it, but this one ends. Well, it doesn't end, but I mean, it goes down here. This track over here doesn't. So this track, I need to bend this track. So I need to take this, and I'm going to need somehow to get this to go right over here and down this tiny little wedge. Just going to go right in front of this building. That's going to be a challenge. That's going to be a challenge to get that worked out right. But yeah, we're going to go right around here. And out this direction, and going out this way is going to be the way that it goes to those other mountains and kind of around, and then you know, kind of rejoin over that way. But it's a lot of work, and I'm going to take a little break from trains, I think, after this episode, because we've been on this for some time. And I want to come back. I want to work on a water tower. I want to work on piping, and I definitely want to work on some houses down here. I want to refine my steampunk house thing so far. I mean, I don't love it. If you take a look at the houses I did over here, the 2 houses I did, they're not great. They're not great. I'm being honest. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's somewhere in between. Like, I don't think that house is necessarily good. I don't think it's necessarily so bad that we need to tear it down or anything, because I think it's okay. I think this one over here again is okay. I think it's all right. I just don't think it's great. The windmill is not great. There's a lot of not great, and I just want to get better at it. And I actually want to come in and rehab these houses just a bit. And I think I know what I need to do to make that happen, just to make it look a little bit better and more interesting. But that's not going to be today. So that's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you like the actual, like, now we're getting a little bit steampunky now. So everyone was worried, and rightly so, that we weren't being that steampunky. Now, there you go. Okay. So, giant gear stuff is coming along. Love it. Okay. I'll talk to you all next episode. Thanks so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to all my friends and drop me a like if you don't mind on the video. It does help out, I've heard. I'll see you all next time. Thanks, everybody. What? Thanks, everybody.